The Los Angeles Lakers control the tap. Ball to Caldwell Pope. To James. Here comes the screen. LeBron, not that time. To Irving. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Caldwell Pope. Irving. Tatum. Cleans the offensive glass. Tatum. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Lakers at the controls right now. Ball to Caldwell Pope. Not that time. To Jaylen Brown. Horford to Irving. Inside, he scores.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, Jay.
James to Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And he hits the second. Whoops, that won't go. Brown into the front court, up by 6. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
The defender was doing there, but count the points.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. That's rebounded by Kyrie.
You See, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Ball with the basketball. Trailing by 10. Knocked loose. JaVale McGee, the drive, right to the... And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Boston with the basketball. Probing the defense. Off the mark. Well contested.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
His first effort off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To James. Beyond the arc for three. And the rebound pulled in by Brown. Irving with the basketball. His team leads it by 10. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Passed it off. Smart tactics. Growing up in New Jersey, he's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Ball's controlled by Boston. Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Take stock of the floor. To Caldwell Pope. Nice pass to set things up.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Hayward to Marcus Morris. Fires the three. What can you say? Morris locked in on that one.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them to.
Ball with it up top. His guys trail by 13. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Off the mark on his free throw. To Irving. And counted at the rim.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to Marcus Morris. Here comes the screen. Aaron Baines powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Rozier. Backcourt. Looks like some substitutions are coming. Caldwell Pope. On the painted area, won't go down. Into the front court, it's Irving. The advantage is 13 points. And Gordon Hayward, zero hesitation as he knocks it down for three.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open.
And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. One quarter down in this deciding Game 7, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Carries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And watch him do the rest.
Points his rookie year to 16 in his sophomore campaign. Brandon Ingram is a name that you need to recognize.
Rozier. That's off the side of the rim, short. Ball into the front court. Down 11. No good. Defense catching a break there. Nothing going here on that drive. To Horford. To Ball. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Marcus Smart. To Horford. No
Sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Here comes the screen. James. Great pass to set it up. Runner here won't go. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Irving. To Hayward. Going to launch beyond the arc. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. James to Ball. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Lonzo Ball is so different. There's something special about a player that can always deliver the ball on time and on target. Let me break that down for you. The on time part means the ball isn't delivered 1 second too late or 1 second too early, but at the perfect time for you to go right into your shot or make a play. The on target aspect means that the ball is either delivered right in the pocket for a shooter, or for a big, it hits you right in the chest so you can go up for a slam. With his head constantly on a swivel, it's safe to say that Lonzo Ball is already an elite passer.
Los Angeles, they have it. Ball to James. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Personnel onto the floor. Slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Caldwell Pope. James. Deep left corner. Wide open look, won't go.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. It's James controlling the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Surveys the floor. To James. To the outside. To Ball. Trying to cash in. Not that time. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
You see, Ed, that's the problem. When you have guys on the perimeter that can shoot the basketball defensively, you're taught to hedge at the driver and then stay home, which leaves the lane wide open for great jams like that.
And draws the foul.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Misses the first. Missed the second one as well. JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. Inside, he scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. Mine they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Horford to Jaylen Brown from long range is good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lakers ball. James, he was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
It's good, and one.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Unable to connect on the free throw. Lonzo with it. His guys down big. Ball to Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Ball, and finally play is stopped on the tie-up. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
James to Caldwell Pope. The pass set it all up.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Irving into the front court. They lead it by 14. Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Irving. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Turns and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Irving. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Lebron into the front court. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Oh, whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Cash is in. Someone has to get into a zip code. Now a three. At the buzzer. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.